faces sometimes pretend to be your friend. Smiling faces show no traces of the evil that lurks within. Can you dig it? Smiling faces sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got proof. Oh Lord, yeah. Remember, a smile is just a frown turned upside down, my friend. So hear me when I'm saying, smiling faces sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got beware of the handshake that has the flame. I'm telling you, beware of the pat on the back. It just might hold you back. Jealousy, misery, envy. You can't see behind smiling faces sometimes. They don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies. And I got your enemy won't do you no wrong, but you know where he's coming from. Don't let the handshake and the smile fool you. Take my advice, I'm only trying to school you. Smiling faces sometimes they don't tell the truth. Smiling faces tell lies, and I got Hey everybody, this is your girl, Creole Butterfly, Libra Butterfly, Coco 929, coming to you from the great state of Kentucky, where the women are beautiful and the horses are fast. All the horses are beautiful and the women are fast. It just really depends on what you darn like. I am coming to you on 7/20 today. I want to say happy birthday, happy bar mitzvah, happy quinceañera, happy anniversary to anybody who is celebrating a special day to you. Happy birthday to Lottie Dottie and everybody, okay? I want to also pass out smooches to you guys because I am the Oprah of the smooches. You get a smooch, you get a smooch, and you get a smooch. Everybody gets a smooch. To all my butterflies, thank you so much for being a part of the Butterfly Queendom. I do have a lot to say today. I'm going to try to say it under an hour. Sometimes I get sidetracked, y'all, and you know how that goes. Hey, 300, thank you for being here. So, y'all, I woke up in a great mood, but sometimes the way God deals with me, he shows me different things when I wake up and stuff like that. So, and then I so happen to see if I missed anything on YouTube. And I ain't gonna say any names. I clicked on several different videos. And when I say that I was, what can I say? It really let me down. I was let down. I understand that some sectors are named for whatever reason. You have the mukbang sector, you have the black sector, you have the Mo3 sector, you have the beef sector, you have the car sector, so you have different sector. You have the green sector. Where is Shelly? Shelly, if you are still sub to me, I miss seeing you on here, Shelly. I hope you're doing okay. I hope everything's all right with you. I do believe I understand because I'm ready to make an announcement myself. So, anywho, y'all. So I understand the different sectors and they do what they do. Okay, I really do understand that. But y'all, I was let down. My heart was broken this morning as I heard a lot of things said from one particular content creator on this other content creator. And to me, it was low blow. It was low blow and it was low balling. And see, this is what I don't like. See, to know a true Libra, I'm a true Libra, okay? A true Libra, we don't like liars. We don't. We can't stand a liar, okay? I'm a truly, and it's also a character thing. When I know, and it's like I know people be lying to me, but I don't say that because I'm gonna let you be a legend in your own mind. And these people weren't even talking to me or about me, but I felt that. I felt the energy behind that. See, it's this one content creator that I drop down in their particular chat sometime. They hate this person so much that all it takes is for somebody to say, let me see, somebody can say something like BMW, and they'll go right in on that particular content creator that they hate. Even though nobody's talking about that content creator, they will go in. And when I say they go in and they keep it on that person, they keep it on that person, they keep it on it. And it's obvious that you don't like this individual. It's more than just YouTube. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, this is just YouTube. This is just YouTube. But the way that you deal with things, you can't tell it's just YouTube. This is personal. And I just can't do it no more, y'all. I don't have it in me to listen to no more. I don't. I might feel different later. I might feel different months from now. I might feel different days from now. But as of today, the stuff I listened to, it hurt me. And it wasn't even about me. But I felt the venom in everything that was being said. I was like, really? Really? It just, y'all, call me Goody Two Shoes if you want to. Call me what you want. Hey, Callie girl. Okay, thank you so much. Y'all call me what you like, say what you want, but some things is just whoa, it's bottom feeding. It is bottom feeding. And here's the thing. This person can be innocent in the situation. This content creator can be innocent. They can be truly innocent in the situation. But their name can come up, and before you know it, the whole content is about this person who wasn't even involved, wasn't in it, didn't start it, but now everybody is focused on this content creator. I ain't with that. I can't deal with that, y'all. My character is too high. I just, I mean, maybe that's why I ain't successful in YouTube like everybody else is right now. Because I refuse to come out of who I am just for some numbers. I'm not gonna be something I'm not just to get the applause of people I don't even know. Because if I don't do it with the ones I do know, I know dang sure I ain't gonna do it with the ones I don't. And it's just really, really, I don't know, y'all. I'm maturing. God is changing me. And I love it. And look, I just heard Kwani in my head. And I love this. And I love it. Shout out to Queen Kwani. Anyway, y'all, I just, yeah, I'm changing. I am changing. And I love it. God is making me more pliable. He's making me more relaxed. He's allowing me to trust a little bit more. I realize I can't trust everybody because, there was those that I trust that, took my trust and my love and everything else and just like smacked me with it, and then wanted me to trust again. No, I don't do that. Once I give you everything and you throw it back in my face like that, it's a wrap. So, but I didn't want to be that one, y'all. Because sometimes, let me tell you something, you can run into situations and people that all the progress God has given you and that you've made in your life, just one person can cause the unraveling of all of that if you allow it. And I didn't want to be that person that because I ran into a not so great individual that all the progress God has made in me. Come on, Nat. All the progress God has made in me that it started unraveling and I become something that I'm not proud of anymore. And so I was like, okay, God, show me how to shut that down, but still open up my heart and open up my arms of compassion and open up my love walk and all this to others that may deserve it. And he's done just that. Okay. So, and I'm just, I just can't, y'all. It's a lot of stuff on here that I can't subscribe to. If you do, it's on you. I'm not judging, not talking about you, not none of this. This is all about Creole Butterfly. Okay. It's all about me. It's all about what I stand for. It has nothing to do with nobody else. It's just, how can I say this? Like I said, I was hurt. It wasn't even about me, but I felt that pain. I felt that pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt that pain. Let me tell y'all something. True story. If you got my book, hey, V. You too, love. Thank you so much. Thank you. Um, y'all, this is a true story. When you're a mother, you're not above doing whatever you can to make sure that your kids will be okay. And y'all might ride me out for this. Y'all might, whatever. It is what it is. It's a true story. It's in my book, whatever. Okay. I could care less. Been talked down and about by my own family. So you gotta come harder than them. And them the ones that crucify you. Okay. So y'all know I was a single mother and it was a blizzard here in Kentucky. And we didn't know that the blizzard was going to hit. We were told it was going to be 2 to 3 inches. Okay. But it was a blizzard. And I woke up that morning. I had no groceries because I had planned on going to the store the next day. Okay. Because it's like the blizzard came out of nowhere. The snow came out of nowhere. Okay. So I said, Dag, so I woke up that morning. Now I'm faced. Okay. I'm faced with a decision. Do I leave my little babies in the house while I battle this blizzard to walk to the store and not know if they're going to be okay, if I make it back to them on time or what? Or do I take the chance to take my babies with me and we all go through the store, through the snow, through the store. I just wrap them up real good. So the decision I made, y'all, I'd rather for my babies to be with me and I know how they're doing than to leave them at home and I don't know if I'm going to make it back if something happened, whatever, okay? Now, you all probably sitting there like, y'all making the decision for me. That's because you see hindsight, okay? So I wrap my babies up, put their boots on them, all this and stuff like this. So we walking through this snow, y'all. I'm 5'2". I told y'all I'm tall. I'm 5'2". So we going through this snow, me and my babies. Got them holding my hand. They holding each other's hand. We walking through this snow. We get to the store. Okay. Get the food. And God was with us because actually the man told me at the store, he said, Coco, because it's a neighborhood store. He said, Coco, I wasn't even coming in today. He said, and something told me you need to open up. See, God was making a way right then. Okay. I said, well, I'm thanking you. So I bought some stuff, but he also gave me some stuff because wasn't nobody else in the store. See, favor. So we walks back the whole time, y'all. My little babies are falling in the snow. I'm having to sit bags down, pick them up. I'm trying to carry one. I'm walking. I still got y'all hold hands. We got bags and we making it through this snow. We get home and my one child, her hands is looking funny. And I'm like, what's wrong with your hand? So I'm rubbing it. Well, I did go to nursing. I did go to medical school. I told you that I just didn't finish. So I said, oh my God, this looks like frostbite. So at the time here in Kentucky, they had dial a nurse where you actually can dial a number. Instead of calling 911, you can dial a number and speak to a registered nurse, nurse practitioner. Okay. So I called and spoke to a nurse, and she was telling me what to do, and I was doing it, and I was like, it's not getting any better. She said, okay. She said, let me call 911 for you. She said, they're going to have to try to somehow come in and get y'all. Y'all, when I tell y'all the National Guard had to come in and get us, the National Guard had to come in and get us. My kids thought it was the coolest things getting in these trucks and seeing all these servicemen and stuff like that. They like, wow. So, okay, they take us to the emergency room. Okay, so we get to the emergency room and everything, and they tell me, yes, she has frostbite. Okay, and all this stuff. So, me as a single mother, now I feel like the scum of the earth because I'm thinking, well, maybe the decision that I made was the wrong decision. Maybe I should have just left them home and I went, like that. And so the doctor asked me what happened. I told the doctor, blah, 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 and all this and stuff. And I guess the doctor could see the pondering on my face. Like, I don't know what, I don't know. I just assumed that he could see it. And he said to me, do not second guess yourself. He said, because you did what you thought was right, and you really should have took your kids with you. He said, you just should have. So you did what was right. You just didn't know how deep the snow was. And I didn't, y'all. Nobody had measured it or nothing. We didn't know how deep the snow was, okay, and everything. But that bothered me so much that my daughter ended up with frostbite. She didn't lose no fingers or nothing, y'all. Praise God. She didn't do that because I was on it, calling and seeing what I could do. She didn't lose any fingers. That daughter right now is a ICU registered nurse. So, okay. But I'm just saying, when you a mother, you make sometimes split decisions that a father could never understand. Especially when you a single mother, you make some decisions. All you thinking about is what is in the best interest of your child. I'm talking real parents. I ain't talking no fake parents. I'm talking single mothers who had nobody else to help them in a situation, and they had to make a split decision for the betterment of their kids. I would never sit out here and judge a mother on how she decided to take care of her child in that split moment. What she had to do to make sure her kid had in that split moment. Because as quiet as it's kept, some of y'all that's out here judging these mothers that were single and had to make these decisions, you done screwed out of both draw legs and had many things in your mouth that was not food. And you will never tell nobody because that's one of them dark nights in the dark day. And your child needed, and that so-called dude was like, hey, if you finally let me hit that, I give you this. Come on, don't play with me. I'm real about mine. Don't play with me at all. My auntie told me, let me tell you something. She said, a real woman, gonna do what she gotta do to make sure her kids is taken care of. Her kids may not ever know the sacrifice that she made, but she gonna do what she has to do to make sure they got food on their table, a roof over their head, shoes and clothes on their body. So it's easy to sit on your good for nothing and judge a mother by what she did in that moment, because it's easy to sit back and say, well, I wouldn't have did it. This is how I would have did it. I could have did this, that, and the other. Well, good for you. Wonderful. Good. Some of us didn't have that option. Some of us had to shake our butts in the wee hours of the night to make sure our kids had. My kids didn't know half the stuff I did until they was grown and read my first book. And they came over to the house and was like, Mama, they had no clue because I wanted them to stay kids. It wasn't their job to feel the pain. I laid down and made them. It was my job to take care of them by any means necessary. And so that bothers me. That bothers me when people get on they do for nothing and start criticizing people's parenting when they was doing the best they could for their kids. That bothers me. And then how you talk about some mother with a kid and you ain't got no kids. You don't know the sacrifices. You don't know what it's like to look in your refrigerator and try to make a meal and all you got is a light bulb, some hope and ice and some ice cubes. You look in there, you find some rice. Then you look in the bottom of the refrigerator, you might find some bacon. Like, I got some bacon. Let me create this meal real quick. You learn how to improvise. And you tell the kids it's a gourmet dinner. They don't care as long as they get something to eat. It's grown folks that make a big deal out of what you feed your children. Most kids just want a meal. They think it's cool. Can you believe all they gave their kids was some rice? Ugh. Honey, can you believe all they gave their kids was some burger? Some kids ain't got that. Do you not know that we are going hungry in America? The supposed to be the most richest company, richest country in the world. And you got people here and kids here that would love to just have an apple. And you worried about if somebody fed their kid burgers 2 days in a row? Negro, please. If you that worried about what a child is eating, then won't you buy them some food? See how that works? See how that works? You know, they ain't eating what you want them to eat. What? Send a cash out. That goes a long way. So you know what? I ain't even gonna talk about you no more because you a piss poor mother. I ain't even gonna talk about you no more. Let me go ahead and send you this cash out, girl. Go get your kids some this, that, and the other on me. Let me help y'all men about child support. Yes, there are some stupid little girls in grown women's body that don't know what to do when a man pays child support. Yes, men, I will agree with you on that. But let me flip it also, men. You're really getting off. You're really getting off. Because all you got to do is pay some money and move on. That woman has to get up with them when they sick, has to make sure they go to the doctor, has to get them up and get them ready for school, has to make sure that they give them something to eat, has to comb hair, has to get their hair cut, has to go and make ends meet. Also, flip side, has to go ahead and pay for the electricity that they need a light to use to take care of their homework and to warm up some stuff. Microwave, they still need electricity. They still need water to wash and brush their teeth, wash their face, wash their body. They still need water to flush the toilet. They still need water to drink, okay? They still need water to wash their clothes. Hello, somebody. So when you get to talking about, I pay child support and I can't believe she ain't spending all that on my kid, she is spending it on your kid too when she give them electricity to keep over their head. Because if it's a bill due and that child support come in, that child support is going to help my child with that electricity. So we won't be sitting in the dark with all them fine clothes you want me to buy. Come on, grow up. My mother taught me to buy whole chicken, save the backs for a poor man's meal. Come on, girl, Callie, love what I'm saying. Let me see, 300. My mother had to feed us scrambled eggs and rice and butter on the rice because that's all she could afford till she got paid. Okay? I'm just saying. And I know, like I said, certain sectors of YouTube that, they talk about people now. I get that. I get that. But it sometimes it's too much. Sometimes you can go too deep. Sometimes you can go too low. Some things is too low, y'all. Seriously, it's like something in my character wouldn't let me go as low as I see some of these people going. It's like, do you not have any? And then people like to say, oh, it's just a character. Yeah, it's your character. You can't tell me that you not like yourself for her. I ain't buying it. Because it's too easy for you to come on here and say the stuff that you say. That's a character flaw. That's who you are. And either I'm going to believe that's who you are or I'm not. One of the two. And here's my thing. How you gonna come for me with my own tea? They don't make no kind of dog sense. How you come for somebody with their own tea? If I told it, is it really tea? If I told it, is that really something you can at me with? It loses its luster if the person tells their own stuff. It's like, okay, and yeah, that happened, and I'm just saying, and that's supposed to do what? Don't you know, evidently, before somebody has told their tea, they already done went through what has happened, the laughter, the accusations that has hit them before they even released it. So you think that's gonna re-injure me? You got to be out of your rabbit a mind. I just can't, y'all. Like I said, y'all can talk about me if y'all want to. I could care less. That and $2 to get you nowhere. I could care less. I don't know y'all people. And even if I did, I keep telling y'all, my family get much worse. Trust me. I don't care. I'm one of them. I don't care. I've been talked about better people. About better people. I don't care. Ooh, child. I had to get that out. I'm sorry, y'all. Because when it's all said and done, yeah, there is some trifling women. I will agree with you on that. There is some trifling women. And I feel like the ones that's trifling, they trifling for a reason. Then some of them just born like it. Some of them are a product of how they was raised or what they saw in front of them. Because some of them, their own mothers was trifling. So they carrying it down. And, you got to break the cycle somewhere. And that's why I get mad at grown people, men and women, when they get grown and they still hold on, and the attributes that they have is the attributes of a bad parent. And they say, well, this is how I am. You got to take me or leave me. I'll leave you, Alex. I'll leave you. Because that's not good for me. See, I know what bothers me. I'm an expert on cocoa. I know what's good for me and what's not. I know what affects me and does not. Now, I can't tell you what affects you, but you can't make what you do right for me. And I'll tell you in a heartbeat, no, that ain't right. That don't feel good to me, and I'm not going to accept that. You can't say, well, that's just how I am. Well, you stay how you are, and you keep it to yourself. But when it comes to me, I'm an expert at me, and I don't like it, and I'm not receiving it. See how that works? Can't throw out for me the bad habits you got and expect me to accept it. Are you crazy? What's wrong with you? Out of your rabbit mad. Hold on, y'all. Let me take my sea mouse. Okay. So, all I'm saying is, y'all, when you're a mother, when you're a real mother, you do what you can to stay strong. You do. You do what you can to stay strong. Yes, it's subject to scrutiny. Everybody has something to say about what you did. Everybody. Don't you know, true story, it's a guy. This guy, am I going to say his name? Yeah, he don't come on here. It's this guy named Doug. This guy named Doug has liked me ever since I was 11 years old, okay? I did not like Doug like that. He was cool. We all grew up in the same hood and all this and stuff like that. But every time I went skating, Doug would try to come on to me. Every time he saw me go to the truck, Doug would try to date me. He would even talk to my brothers to try to get me to talk to him. He would talk to my cousins to try to get me to talk to him. I just didn't like Doug like that, and I don't like Doug like that to this day. And the point that I'm being is Doug ended up dating my best friend at the time, Deidre. Okay. So I'm sorry, I call him Doug. No wonder. Eric is his name. I'm sorry. Eric ended up dating my friend Deidre, my best friend. She was my best. Okay. And so when he saw that me and Deidre was friends, he was like, "You friends with Coco?" Actually, he called me Shorty. That's another nickname, a man that they call me in the hood, Shorty. Say, "Are you friends with Shorty?" Man, I've been knowing Shorty all my life. We grew up in the same project, blah, blah, blah. I know her brothers and blah, 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 her family, blah, 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 which is true. Okay, which is true. So my friend Deidre wanted to do a threesome. I already told you I was a sex addict, so this shouldn't be shocking y'all what I'm about to say. So my friend Deidre wanted to do a threesome, right? So she wanted me to be the girl she do her threesome with her friend, with her boyfriend Eric, right? Okay, so Eric already wanted that because I told y'all he had been after me since he was 11 years old, right? Since I was 11 years old, okay? I think he's a year older than me. All right, so me and Deidre end up sleeping together, but not with him, okay? Not with him. He missed it again because I wasn't going to sleep with him. I knew he was pushing that. I knew she wanted to. She really did. She really wanted to. But I knew he was pushing it because that was his time to get with me after all these years. And he even told her, "Man, I had a crush on her since she was 11. He told her that. Okay, so she thought it would work out great. No. Okay, so anyway, after all that happened and stuff, and after all that, years later, Eric saw me at the store about maybe 4 years ago. And Eric still wants to be with me. He wants to be with me so bad. He done proposition me because he's a high roller. He's still in that lifestyle and all that stuff. He's a real big to do. You know, and like I said, when I was married, y'all, and I was in love with my husband. Not only was I in love with my husband, I liked my husband. That's two things right there. I liked him and I was in love with him. And so, you know, he was like, "Well, he ain't got to know, but just know this. Anytime you need some money and blah, 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 man, I got you. And I give it to you up front. And blah, blah, blah. And he means exactly that. From 11, y'all, I'm 52 now. This was 4 years ago. I ain't seen him since. And I told him then, "You've been trying to get with me since we was kids. No, you just not my type, dude. And no, I'm married. No. You know, no." My point was, I've had money issues, especially from last year to this year. December was my last day working, y'all. Medically, I cannot work anymore. I can't. So I'm at the mercy right now of the government. I don't even qualify for money payments. I'm waiting on disability. Okay? I've worked since I was 15. So before y'all be like, whatever. I worked since I was 15. Get that in your head. So I paid up mine. And if I didn't, my parents did. My mama been working since she was 15. My daddy served in special forces and he was working from the age of 15. So get into that. Don't do me. Ain't nobody trying to get nothing for free. But even if I was, I'm an African American. I deserve anything I can get for free. We built this country. Don't get me started. Anyway, my father was a police officer. He went from a beat cop to a detective. So yeah, my family is all in law. Don't do me. Don't do me. My granddaddy is the last surviving black, whatever you call it, that was with Martin Luther King and everything. So I mean, quit playing with me. Anywho, so anyway, y'all, I just, just do what you do, because y'all, what I'm saying now, y'all gonna keep doing it anyway. Y'all ain't gonna care. I'm just telling y'all how my heart is. I ain't set up that way, y'all. I'm not set up that way. I'm not, my friends used to get mad at me because the ugly kids at school, I used to be nice to him and my friends used to pick on him. I'm just that person. Like, I don't see that. I mean, they may be ugly, but I see a character, a heart. I'm a heart person. I'm like, I speak to everybody. I don't meet any strangers. And even my mama and them said that. They're like, girl, you don't never meet no strangers. Because they really thought I'd be knowing these people. I don't know, that mama's just speaking. She's like, you've been like it since you was a kid. That's just me. That's just me. I'm just like it. You know what I'm saying? I just am. And my friends used to get mad at me. Like, oh, don't speak to him. I'm like, whatever. Because I'm my own leader. You don't tell me who not to speak to. Who are you? So, anywho. Sorry, y'all. Y'all know I had surgery. And I thought I would be better today. I am not. Be honest with you. I am not. I have no energy. I have no energy. I'm in pain. I don't want to take your hydrocodones because that's going to knock me on my behind. So I'm taking my natural herbs and things like that. And it's helping. Don't get me wrong. It's helping. But if I just really be honest, I just really don't feel good. I don't. So anyway. So y'all, but it takes more than that to knock me down. Okay, because I'm a fighter. I am a true fighter. I really am, and I trust God. So, and plus, when you got a committee of people praying for you, they can get prayers through. Baby, you can't do nothing but win. He said, the weapon would form, but it would not prosper. So it's not like you never. Let me get y'all with that. Matter of fact, let me read that scripture to y'all. Y'all know I had to sum it up with a scripture, don't you? Then we're going to move on. Shoot. Hold up. Okay, so let me give it to you. No weapon that is formed against me, V stands for me, okay? V shall prosper. And here's the part y'all never read. Let me give it to you. In every tongue, come on now. I stand on this verse. I do. I love this scripture. I stand on this scripture and I quote this scripture. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper. In every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment, thou shalt condemn. Who is thou, God? That's why I say I don't fight my battles. I let God fight them. Why would I fight if he knows how to get you better than me? It took me a minute to learn that because I am a fighter by nature. Trust me. I ain't never met a fist I didn't throw. You see? So I had to learn how to not fight physically, not fight with my mouth, and just trust the God in me and the God that made me, that he knows how to fight better than me. And that was not easy, but nevertheless, I graduated. Hallelujah. This is the inheritance of the saint of the Lord, and the righteousness is of me, said the Lord. So God gave all this little scripture right here. Yeah. All right. So anywho, I want to talk to you guys about ashwagandha, okay? Ashwagandha, I have brung up before, but in these days that's coming, you're going to need something that's going to help you relax, de-stress, and to build your immune system, okay? I have to get my drops over here and put some in this coffee so my ashwagandha can kick in this morning. Those of you all who are high-strung, or you have ADHD or something, ADD or something like that, if you don't want to take the conventional medicine, ashwagandha may be a good thing for you, okay? Also, let me tell you, you actually need to make sure your vitamin B9 and your vitamin B12 is actually on point, because when those two minerals of vitamins is missing in your body, those help to set up a heart attack. Okay, I'm going to say that again. The two most important things you need to make sure that is actually in your body, okay, to not start creating a deficit to where you get a heart attack, is vitamin B9 and vitamin B12, okay? Vitamin B12 is very essential with all nerve functions, a whole lot of other stuff. If you got carpal tunnel, Vitamin B12 is something you need to be taking. If you start taking vitamin B12, you'll see how your carpal tunnel will start lessening. You won't have that pain. You won't have that all that vitamin B12. If you got carpal tunnel, that's really a deficiency in vitamin B12. Okay, so you might want to take that vitamin B12, and there is a different there is certain types of vitamin B12s that you want to take because there's all type, but you want to take the type that has this in it. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get it up here. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Okay. That's the type of vitamin B12 you need, okay? So make sure you take vitamin B12 because that'll help with your carpal tunnel, that'll help with your nerve function, that'll help with your muscles. Also, y'all, another thing that you need, let me tell you, ashwagandha, if you know anybody that has dementia or if they have, what is that other one, starts with it, Alzheimer's, start giving them coconut water or something with coconut in it, as well as ashwagandha. You will see that disease slow down and possibly retrofeed, meaning it will start reversing. Possibly. I got to say that, okay? So, possibly. We'll see it like this. There have been studies of natural people that I know that have begun to supplement with coconut as well as ashwagandha, who has started to get some function of their memory and things back in their mind. Okay. So, what's the harm in trying it? What's the harm in trying it? It was somebody I was telling them, I think their mother or father or somebody was having had Alzheimer's, a little bit of whatever it was. I think I told them to, get some coconut water, start giving them coconut water, because I knew that it's something in the coconut that actually it crosses the blood brain barrier and it actually feeds your brain. It actually feeds your brain. It go against the inflammation and everything. I don't know if they ever did it. To be honest, I don't. I can only tell people, y'all, but like this, if it was something going on with my parent and somebody told me to try something, I'm going to try it to keep them around or to make their life these last days better. You know what I'm saying? My mom believes in what I do so much. Whatever she thinks that's going to help her with her situation, she tells me, here's my credit card. Go get it. Seriously. And she takes it. And when she goes back to the doctor, they amazed. They be like, what are you doing? Because when you came here last, this is what we saw. We don't see that no more. She said, oh, just living. See, you don't tell you because they really don't believe. They trying to stop us herbal people. I just want y'all to know that. I told y'all that 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago, that they tried to cut us out. They're trying to stop us, okay? Because more people are listening to us and they're taking their life in their own hand and they're living a better life. They're coming out with these pharmaceutical drugs. So they're trying to stop us. They're trying to ban our channels. They're shadow banning me. So sometimes people can find me, sometimes they can't because YouTube is shadow banning me. Not just me, but other herbalists. We've talked about it. They're shadow banning us. Anybody who talks about the truth, like that we didn't come from monkeys and stuff like that, they shadow banning us. They don't want y'all to know the truth. So, it's a whole lot of reasons why the Foolala, shout out to that content creator, the Foolala is out here and y'all can get that readily. Then y'all can, those of us who talked about healing yourself, getting your mind right, money and things like that, because they don't want y'all to be empowered. For what? For what? So those of us who are doing that, they really trying to, yeah. You really got to search, and more search. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Anyway, let me tell you some of the stuff ashwagandha do. Let's see. Okay, first of all, ashwagandha, it helps you cope with stress and depression. So if you know anybody who has depression or stress, you might want to, tell them they might want to try ashwagandha, okay? Also, your exercise performance, it makes it better. It gives you more longevity. It helps. Okay, now women, if you like me, you have fibroids. Okay, it lowers your cortisol, so it helps to dissolve or reduce your fibroids. Okay, so yeah, hello. Want y'all to know that it lowers your blood sugar. So if you're diabetic, ashwagandha is good for lowering your blood sugar. If you're pre-diabetic, or if you just want to make sure you don't become one, ashwagandha is a good one for that. It also helps your memory, your cognitive. It gives you benefits in that. It also helps to reduce brain disease. Remember, I just said that, right? What you want to do, you want to take like maybe 300 milligrams. If you're active, you want to take that twice a day, one in the morning and one before bed, so that you have it around the clock. If you're not that active, you might want to take 100 milligrams, maybe 150, okay, half of the 300, and get that in your system, okay? You don't want to take it for a long period of time. You actually should take it for about, let's just say 3 weeks, and then stop taking it to see how your body does, and then go back and take it 3 more weeks, and then stop taking it, and then, things like that, okay? What else? So yeah, ashwagandha is it's really something great. Okay, it is something great, and you should make sure that that's something that you actually have at your ready is ashwagandha, so that yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hold on, y'all. I'm pulling up the rest of my notes. Hold on. Okay. Now, ashwagandha benefits men and women in different ways. Okay. Um, I'm going to explain. Hold up. Okay. Hold on. Okay, ashwagandha, it is actually like a thermostat. It actually builds your body. It gets it back in balance. It's an adaptogen. That's what an adaptogen do. If you ever hear that word adaptogen, it means it brings you back in balance. So if you too far one way, it'll bring you back where you should be. If you too far the other way, it'll bring you back where you should be. So it's an adaptogen, which is good. And this right here helps your flight or fight situation. Like when you see a bird, it kicks in, you want to run. That's your flight, right? So you should always yourself should always be in a fight or flight mode. You should, there is a time that you need to relax as well. And some people like myself that suffered with high blood pressure, we stay in a fight and flight mode, which was never good because it makes your heart beat faster and everything. Okay, your adrenaline be high. So ashwagandha is actually an adaptogen, and it winds you down, and it controls. It helps control your mentality and your emotions when it comes to things like that. Okay, it also it builds up your immune system. Now, here's the thing: when you're under a lot of stress, y'all, it weakens your immune system. Yes, I know other things do too, but stress kills your immune system because it attacks your what do they call? They sit on top of your kidneys. Soda A. Uh, Hold on, y'all. I really gotta blow my nose. I don't want to get up. Uh, okay. So it sits on top of your adrenals. Okay. Your adrenals is these like little cone shaped things, or pyramid shaped things that actually sit on top of the kidneys and they regulate. Okay. And so, okay. Yeah, people texting me. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yes. Thank you, Victoria. Yes, your adrenal glands. It sits on top of your adrenals and they help regulate it. So, ashwagandha is what helps the adrenals to balance out the way that they should. Okay. So, ashwagandha is really, really something good. Like I said, it's not anything to be taken for a long period of time. Those are one of the minerals or things that you take, like I said, for 3 weeks. and then you stop for a week, and just to see how your body is doing, because you may not need to keep going. So what you want to do is, it's going to build you back up to where you need to be, where you should be. Okay. So, hold on. I have the ashwagandha tincture, and I'm going to show y'all what that is. Okay. Okay. This computer, bless its heart and all its parts. That's all I can say, y'all. Just. Ashwagandha. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Y'all heard my phone go off again, y'all. I got to look at it in a minute. Give me one moment. Okay. All right. Another thing ashwagandha do as well. I already said it helps you mentally. Men, it helps to boost your testosterone and increase infertility in men. Not infertility, I'm sorry. It increases fertility in men. So if you're having a problem with your yang, your pee, your third leg, you might want to take you some ashwagandha. Okay, because it helps people between 40 and 70. Now, if you want to, but men have taken it for 8 weeks and have gotten great results in building their yang back up. Okay, so yeah, that's the one I wanted to get to because I don't think I said it. It also helps to reduce. It's another thing that helps to reduce the inflammation in your body. A lot of people started taking this extra during the 19 era. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They actually started implementing this as well to help reduce the inflammation in their bodies. Okay, and it helped. It really helped. Let me see. It gives you good sleep. But if you're a breastfeeding mother, you always should watch what you take. Okay, because you don't know how it's going to affect your baby, and so just be careful with that. I always say when it comes to herbs like this, y'all, and everything, take these 2 hours either before your regular medicine or 2 hours after, because that way, if you have an adverse reaction, you know where it came from. You don't want to mix the two until you know how your body is going to react to these. Okay. So remember, any herb that you take it 2 hours before your prescribed medicine or 2 hours after, okay? Just to make sure you don't have the allergic reaction. Just like if you're taking an antibiotic, you shouldn't drink pineapple juice with it. Pineapple juice or grapefruit juice, and you're taking a penicillin, it gives you, don't do that. I think now they've even started putting it on the package. Like when you get your pills, they'll say, do not drink this with pineapple or grapefruit juice, because the interaction that they have, y'all, no ma'am, no ham, no sandwich. You be in the emergency room. Seriously. So you do have to watch it. So that's my thing. I wanted to tell you guys about that and everything. Okay, 300. I got it. Thank you. So yeah, so that's my thing with that. So anyway, y'all, I just wanted to come on and give y'all my heart and everything. This is not to change anyone, because I know some of these people are headstrong, and if anything, they'll be like, itch. They'll call me all type of itches. Itch, you can't tell me what to do. And itch, ain't nobody listening to you and your dry channel. And itch, honey, they they will make sure I know how they feel, honey. And that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. My channel may not be long, but we strong. How about that? We may not be long, meaning in numbers, but we are strong. Because people who's over here are mentally strong, as well as emotionally strong, as well as physical. Because guess what? They're learning and getting better. So, it is what it is. You know what? When people take a dig at the numbers that I get, I don't take it no type of way. I laugh at it. I think it's cute. Because, see, you got to know my life. You got to know what I've survived. So if that's the best you got, then okay. Yeah, I got 2, 3, 4, 5 in the, okay. And your point would be, see how they don't, yeah. It's okay, yeah. You have thousands, 100 and 200, and okay, well, great for you. I don't begrudge you what you have. Honestly, it's wonderful. Show us all how to do it, boo. Show us all how to be great. Cause see, you know who I look to? I'm gonna be honest. If I had somebody on YouTube that I would kind of look at and be like, I want my channel to thrive like that. I know y'all think it's be love, but it's not. It's not. If anything, I'm gonna go for the gusto. And that's what's his name? Cabo, whatever his name is, Cabo. Him and CJ So Cool. Them the two I look to try to get like them. See, because if I'm gonna make some money, I'm gonna make some money. I ain't gonna play with it. CJ So Cool just buy his and I'm gonna do a reaction video on that, but he just buy his baby's mother, his ex. And shout out to Heidi Flat. Y'all, Heidi Flat don't know me from a flat on the wall. But when I tell y'all Heidi Flat, then if that's the way you gonna elevate, that's how you elevate. Heidi Flat left the beef sector and started doing that type of stuff. Heidi Flat is making a killing. She's making a killing so much they know her name over her. Heidi Flaucci. They know her name over that sector. Honey, hey, I ain't never been no hater. Ever. But shout out to Heidi Fly. I will say that. That's how you leave a sector. That's how you leave a sector and do your thing. And bust it open and be like, I'm here. Yes, I'm here. Everyone, honey, even CJ So Cool shouted her out. Was like, man, that's something. And y'all probably don't even know who I'm talking about. CJ So Cool, first of all, he's a handsome man. He's younger than me, so he's like the age of my child. So, but he is handsome, y'all. He really is. He went from Gary, Indiana, having, a street life, just about, had issues with his mother. His grandmother raised him. He went into the Navy, got out of the Navy, moved to Las Vegas, met somebody, stayed with them as he broke his stock up. He was a big deal in Las Vegas as a person who deals cars, a dealer and all that and stuff, making a name for him on that. His brother, what is it, Jigs? Is that his brother's name? He's got a brother that was already on YouTube, and his brother decided to bring him on one day, and he brought him on to introduce him to the YouTube TV. And from there's history. Now, CJ So Cool is the business. He just bought his ex-girlfriend, his daughter's mother, a $1.5 million house. Did I say ex? And moved her out to Las Vegas. And bought her a Mercedes-Benz truck. See, that's how you level up. So if I'm going to follow anybody, if I'm going, that's who I'm following. Because I got stuff I'm trying to do. So, yeah, I don't care about none of this other stuff, okay? That's that right there. And Bandman Cabo, y'all better go look up Bandman Cabo. He ain't playing with it. He ain't playing with it. And it's no wonder him and CJ are good friends. See, money knows money. So, yeah, that's why I said, everything else is playing. So I don't take nobody serious because everything else is playing. But if I'm going to go for the money, them two is my role models right there. Them two. Just to let y'all know that. Just to let y'all know. I support who I support. And let me make this clear too. Okay, y'all ready for this? Y'all ready? Is this thing on? As T.S. Madison said, hello, Twitter, Facebook. Is this thing on? Okay, so let me make this clear. Because there's been some questions. And there's been some stupid people dropping my chat. So let me clear this up. When I first came on YouTube, I came on YouTube looking at Auntie Fee. Auntie Fee reminded me of my mama's sister. Y'all seen that video of them dancing. My mama's sister's just like that. Every other word out of her mouth is a cuss word or MF. Okay? So when I bumped into Auntie Fee, I loved her and I supported her and I was under Auntie Fee just looking at her every day. I just would go in there to see Tavis make her mad for her to cuss. Okay? That just gave me my hula. Okay? And then some mornings before I went to work, right now, I drink coffee. I don't know how I went through YouTube, but I saw this lady who would be sitting on her balcony sometime or in her kitchen around maybe 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, sipping coffee, talking from the ways of Chicago. And so I was like, oh, okay, somebody else is up like me. I didn't drop down. I would just tune in. because I started seeing that she was up around that time. So I was like, this must be her natural time. Okay? I didn't drop down till later. So that's how I became Babe Nation. Watching Fat Babe sipping coffee, talking in her kitchen or on her balcony. That's it. And I have supported ever since then. It even made it better when I found out she was a Libra. Hello. I think our birthdays are 4 days apart. I think hers is like the 25th and mine is the 29th. We 4 days apart. But anyway, so I've seen her change from when I first started looking at her. I don't know when she started, but when I first started looking at her to now, she's elevated, which is great. So the fact that people come in here, me trying to test my gangster when it comes to Babe Nation or whatever, I support who I want to support. I've never denied Babe Nation. Never. Because that was the first place I felt that hump at. The second place I felt that hump at was Bama Girl. And y'all hear me, Fat Babe and Bama Girl, they fell out. But I say what? Where's my Bama Girl? There's a whole lot of chats I go in where they don't like her. It got nothing to do with what I like. So quit all that stupid stuff. I let y'all live when y'all come over here with that stupid stuff because I don't have nothing to do on that day. So I let y'all live. But I am a true Libra. And don't test me for real because I will get... Don't test me. That's all I'm saying. Leave me in my spiritualisms. So quit that. Quit that. You might see me anywhere. If I am bored at home or if I got stuff going on, and I click on YouTube and nobody that, I'm under or whatever, if and plus I got to know a lot of y'all during the time when she took her hiatus, when Fat Babe took her leave and we didn't know if she was coming back and she said she wasn't. So that's how I got to know a lot of y'all. I was like, well, shoot, let me start finding somebody else to look at. Let's look at the ops and see what they're about. And that's how I ended up going to seeing what Pizarro was doing, Bree, Lady Nika. I had already, at the same time that I was looking at Fat Babe, I learned about James Caldwell because he had dropped down in her chat. So I had already clicked on Spill Boy. So I was kind of aware of him, So, I mean, this ain't nothing new, y'all. Y'all act like this is new. This is not new. What you won't see me do, though, is be in these chats talking about her. That's the difference. You won't see me do that. Because if I support you, I support you. See how that works? Some of y'all need to grow up. That's all I can say. Just grow up. Grow up. Okay? But just in case, let me make this clear again. If I'm going to take after anybody's swag, it'll be Bedman Cavo and CJ So Cool. Get into that. You all be blessed. Thank you so much for being a part of Butterfly Queendom today. If nobody told you you're intelligent, you are. And if nobody told you they love you, I do. Smooches.